Well, hello and thank you for tuning into the sixth and final video of our Think Outside the Box series on asthma. Now, if you missed any of the previous videos, I encourage you to go back and check those out. There's some great content that we shared over this month when our focus was asthma. So this particular video is all about the spine's effect in asthma, which I can tell you most people have no idea is even a player in this whole equation. And I want to show you here the three things that the spine's role plays in asthma and breathing related issues. So number one, this is Dr. Daniel. He's going to be my prop for today. What I want you to show you is this is where the rib cage is. You have 12 ribs, right, left, so 24 total, and these ribs need to all expand and contract in order for the lungs to expand and contract, because the lungs are what's inside of that rib cage. Now, if you have what's called a forward rounded shoulder, Daniel's is showing that here. Turn to the side, you can see it a little better. Go back to normal, and then go back to forward rounded shoulders. When you have a forward rounded shoulders, what this does is two things. It compresses in on that rib cage so the rib cage can't expand the way it's supposed to. Now think about this. If he was walking around like this and he's trying to get a full breath in, is he going to be able to do that? No. It almost would feel like a big rubber band wrapped around your rib cage and lungs. You wouldn't be able to get a big breath in. The other thing this does is it puts a lot of stress right in this part of the spine because the physical stress of this translates right there. Now I'm going to talk about that in point number 3 when it comes to the spine's effect in asthma. But Dr. Daniel, thank you for doing that. Bring those shoulders back. The second thing that plays a role in this is something called a forward head posture. Now these are two different postural alterations. We have the shoulders, now the head. Daniel, if you can see, go back. In Daniel's neutral spine here, the ear's right over the shoulder plane. And that's what a neutral spine should look like. Now, Daniel, can you demonstrate a forward head posture? When this head starts going forward, it translates a lot of physical stress, again, right to this upper part of the back, lower part of the neck. It's the cervicothoracic region. And again, the problem with this is it puts a lot of stress right in here. Now, we have two different players in what can be adding stress in this area. And the reason that leads to my point number 3, the spine's role in asthma and breathing related issues is the spine houses the nervous system. And the nerves control how our body functions. The nerves to the lungs, right through there. So both of these conditions add up to a lot of extra stress that's being carried right there. Desk jobs are also a key player in all of this. A lot of sports, if they're using a lot of shoulder and arm movement, put a lot of stress in this area. That's why we see a lot of issues like what Dr. Daniel talked about with sports and exercise-induced asthma. But all these things can cause stress right in that level of the spine, and if there's stress on the nerves traveling through here, and those nerves can't communicate to the lungs inside that rib cage, the lungs can't function to their full potential and at their best because the brain can't talk to them because the nerves are being blocked off here. So the interesting thing is we actually have scanning technology. You can look back at the camera here. Thank you for being my demonstration.
You're very welcome.
We have scanning technology here in this office that can show where the stress is along the spine, and if those are being irritated, and if you have a forward rounded shoulders, forward head posture, and stress in that part of the spine, it's almost certain they're going to have some sort of breathing related issues. One of those diagnosed by a lot of people is called asthma. And that's how we've been able to help a lot of people with this thing called asthma or other breathing related things, is by correcting the postural related things and clearing out the nerve paths in that upper part of the spine, getting those lungs to function at their full potential. Now I know this is probably one of the more technical videos in the whole series, and the nice thing about the videos, you can always rewind it and watch it back. I know I talk fast, I apologize for that. There's a lot of information there, and again, this is one of the players that most people have no idea is even happening. And again, this is something that we doctors in our office analyze and evaluate and can figure out for you on your behalf. So if you're watching this and you've never had that kind of an evaluation done, we do want to invite you to come in and have that consultation and evaluation with one of us doctors so that we can show you how we could be a help in this equation that you may be struggling with when it comes to asthma or other breathing related issues. So again, thank you for watching this series. Really, our hope is that you learned a lot of things through this series, that you have things that you can actionably do and answers for things that you may not have even known existed before. If ever there's a time that we can help you, please reach out to our office. We'll include the contact information below, and we'd love to be able to help you along your health and wellness journey. Thank you.